I own a 1932 5-window, all-steel Deuce Coupe. In my early teens, I was always interested in old cars. My first one I bought was in the late 70s. It was a Model 31 Model A, and with a channeled frame. It was channeled over the frame, and it had a flat head with 4 Strombergs on it, and that's how it got started. And then it got into my blood, and I've always liked Fords, especially Fords, and it just escalated from there to what's behind me now. It's a 1932. It's got 302 bored out GT Turbo swirl heads on it. It puts its dynoed out at 338 horse. It's got a Corvette polished rear end in the back with inboard discs. It's got a brand new Kugel's front end in it, and it's got a serpentine system, and it's got an AOD overdrive transmission in it. And the seats are electric, 6-way seats. It's got air conditioning, and yeah, all the goodies that a person needs in the new car now, it's in the old one. I found it from a guy in Calgary. He had the body was just no fenders, no nothing. It was on a Model A frame. I bought it, went on holidays in Spokane, Washington, and I met a real nice fellow there. He was into cars, a lot of cars, and he sold me a 32 Ford frame. So I took the body off of this one, put it on the 32. My first engine was a 321 Olds with tri-carbs. But after that, I didn't want the GM engine into a Ford, so I changed it to a 289. And then I put, about 9 years ago, I completely redone the car. Brand new TCI frame, brand new 2 front fenders, all steel. And then we painted the frame. It's a TCI frame. We painted it with 5 coats of paint, 6 coats of clear. The body's done in 6 coats of paint and 5 coats of clear. And yeah, so we did a complete new car, like almost a brand new restoration from bottom up. And it's a beautiful driver. It handles nice, rides nice, and I just love it. And it's the color is a Maui blue, and when we first started out with the paint, it was sort of a darker blue, but with you know, testing it each time and sampling, and we got to the point where the color I wanted, instead of sampling and building it up, I looked in the book, and there it is in the color catalog, and it's called Maui blue. So that's what we put on was a Maui blue, and like I said, it's a beautiful driving car. And it had a rumble seat in it, but nobody would ride in there. It was too cold. So I put it back to a trunk. And that way, when we go somewhere, I can put, you know, luggage and stuff in there. So it's great. I just love them because I got 18s in the back and 16s in the front. And the car's been lowered 2 inches with the new front end in it. So yeah, it sits a little bit lower. And I got a full hood for it too, but during the summer, I don't put the hood on because I want to show all the... And the air cleaner I brought, it's done by Walter Prosper out of California. It's one of a kind. He builds just his specialty air cleaners, and I had it built down and I had it shipped up here, and I just love the way he builds air cleaners there. Well, the trouble is, when I get up in the morning, I go out to the garage, and the first thing I tinker, my wife says, well, don't you have other things to do except spend all your time with your car? I says, well, yeah. I says, I don't complain when you go and drive your 56 T-Bird, do I? And she says, no, so I tinker with my car all the time. But I still, you know, it's still, when I go in the garage, my blood gets going on it when I see it there. So I drive it as much as possible. What's it like to drive? Oh, it's beautiful. I just love it. I've got a lot of people stop me and they give me thumbs up every time, you know, I go somewhere, and I got a few people bugging me, would you like to sell it? Would you like to sell it? Yeah, no, the money won't, right now, money won't buy it, no. It's in my blood. I drive it hard, I drive it fast, and that's what they're built for, you know. And it handles just like a brand new car with the suspension that's on it, and so I drive it hard and fast.